Crazy thumbnail, right? In the amazing world of the internet, people are often very connected because I think that's the entire point of the internet. And as human beings, when we get bored, things happen. We can entertain ourselves by using the internet to our advantage, with crude jokes and, well, brain rot. Often around these niche internet communities, such as Reels, TikTok, or Shorts, tend to have distinct humors. Miserable TikTok users making fun of YouTube Shorts for being outdated and corny, or Instagram Reel users gatekeeping Japan. Usually when a meme dies in one platform, it gets popular in another, at least from what I've seen. So after very minimal research, this is my draft on how it works. Please take note that this video is for humorous intent. If you want actual informational meme content, then go watch, I don't know, Less's Meme Culture or something.
But what the hell?
So first we got Reels, the masterminds. They make our memes, they diffuse them. Any meme that you see on TikTok was probably made by the Reelers, even if their comments are very peculiar to say the least. And well, we know this because Reel users are always yapping about memes being too advanced for TikTok once they even dare touch contact with their super duper overly niche memes that require over 10 hours of non-stop screen time to understand, such as the case with Japan footsteps powering energy. Eventually though, some IG tourist on TikTok dissolves a meme into TikTok, and that's when we move into the second victim, miserable land. Once TikTok gets their hands onto a meme, this is when a substage of meme diffusion happens, given TikTok has a very diverse audience. From silly cars to edgy miserable, both are cornballs. Cannot be talking, by the way. Get your sorry bottom out of my video and go work on your excuse of an object show. You're literally an animal. Why should I listen to some genetically modified wolf? You have some nerve to insult me like that when you're not only an object but a literal real. Many TikToks talk about this substaging, but summarized, a meme starts off niche. Then, it starts gaining popularity and variations of it are made. Eventually though, somebody calls it unfunny, and immediately after, the bandwagon effect. After the bandwagon effect, the meme actually starts getting unfunny. Then Roblox devs and he gets in the joke, instantly ruining the entire vibe, making the worst copy and paste money grabbing games in existence. Eventually people try to drag along the joke while they still can, which is also by the time Shorts catches on. Inevitably though, the meme dies, and then corporations. This whole substage usually happens within TikTok in the transition to YouTube Shorts, which brings me to stage 3. However, quick side note, and this is actually by the time Discord servers start catching on as well, and well, start spamming about it in the memes channel. Regardless, this is when the whole meme cycle actually starts to slow down due to the platform's stubborn nature. But there's actually a lot of misconception of how short structure is about. Most people believe they're still stuck in old memes like 2023. People were crazy back then. Thing is, YouTube Shorts is indeed behind their humor a bit, but it really depends on what kinds of videos you usually watch on normal YouTube, which influences your algorithm. My experience with Shorts, for example, is usually informational content like Zach D.
If you
Films.
drop gum onto the carpet and try to pull it out while it's still warm, it'll only get twisted into the fibers. This
Great,
makes it
because I
harder
totally
and
wanted to know
harder.
that. Or well, the fakest Reddit story you could come up with Minecraft gameplay on the back. Nowadays, they're still stuck in random equals funny, 2024 Discord memes humor, and driven by Kaldruki humor. And there are some edgy edits here and there. Eventually though, after Shorts finally stops dragging a meme that's been dead for a year or two, that's when it's passed down to Pinterest. I find it really peculiar that Pinterest has a defined modern community, unlike other art sharing websites. As per intel I received from one of my friends, it seems that Pinterest is still stuck on moving headshot with audio in the background type humor. And also skull emojis. So they've definitely got a sort of outdated humor deemed corny by the higher ups. But trust me, it gets worse. Because when Pinterest finally lets go, the Redditors get the joke as if they haven't discussed of it earlier. Redditors are often stereotyped to still be stuck on heavily outdated humor, whenever it's not glazing Linux and harassing Windows users for it, or refusing to touch grass. They are typically stereotyped for having prime lockdown humor. And what I mean by this is, well, yeah. While they do have r/comedy cemetery to battle the allegations, for the sake of the satire, we're going to pretend they still tune into
fresh juicy memes.
Every day 7 p.m. British
He stopped
time.
posting, by the way. Once Reddit leaves a meme to die, it actually goes back full circle and goes right back to Instagram. And I mean a different audience of Instagram, such as the adults who post their full location when they do something mildly interesting. At this point, a meme has basically contracted a terminal illness before shortly being put in their deathbed, known as Facebook. It's basically universal that once a meme reaches Facebook, it's dead for good. They may still be unironically stuck in these kinds of memes, used by older generations trying to be hip with the kids, and failing miserably. But hey, it's not as horrible, cause their wrong use of technology has led to wonderful masterpieces, such as those slideshow memes they make on accident that you find on your average MK video. And that pretty much concludes the whole staging. However, you probably noticed that the model has Snapchat isolated, and that's for a very simple reason. They're just built different. As for Twitter, or X, or whatever you want to call it, I don't know. They're also built different, but with a mix of such a large amount of meme cultures that they're basically a melting pot whenever they're not arguing about stupid things. And the same could theoretically apply to regular YouTube, only difference is that they're not passive aggressive.
I'm not taking my sneakers off. I am Sneakers O'Toole.
Hey! I have a hole in my shoes.
Roblox wall is 2 studs thick. You can simply just walk around it.